Namaste, one and all, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. One more time for the first time this week. I know you guys, probably did not watch Jump Ball Season 2, Episode 1 yesterday, but we're not talking about that today. We are back with Quick Takes Season 3, Episode 16A. We are that far along. Yes, we are, and kicking this week off. I don't know if there could be anything sweeter. 11-3 Los Angeles Rams traveling up to 11-3 Seattle Seahawks NFC West battle, divisional battle on Prime on Thursday, and let's kick it off. Firstly, T's and P's out up north, Pacific Northwest, 140 miles winds. The weather up there is absolutely ridiculous. So thoughts and prayers out to his people. I hope they're able to find their way to safety, and all that weather kind of calms down and goes back to being normal. Outside of that, let's focus back up on the football. In this one, where are we rocking with? We are rocking with the home team in this one. Why are we picking the Seahawks? Let me tell you. Firstly, let's look at the Rams. For the Rams, Davante Adams out this week with the hamstring injury after taking that, go route. Was that smart? Probably not. Robert Havenstein already on IR for currently. I don't want to speculate if it's going to be for the season. Brandon Fisk being questionable with Roger McCreary in the back end for that secondary. Clinton Lake on IR as well. He came back for a few weeks and then went back. He's one of their captains, one of the hard hitters, one of the communicators in the back end for that defense that picked off Sam Darnold back on November 16th in a game that was held in Los Angeles. The score was 19-21. Rams went up to 8-2 after that. Seahawks dropped down to 7-3. But as I mentioned, in those 4 interceptions, Sam Darnold threw the ball 40 other times, 29 of 44, 279 yards. Kenneth Walker, 16 of 67. JSN, 9 of 105. Matthew Stafford on the other side, 15 of 20, 130 yards, 2 touchdowns. Kyron Williams, 12 carries for 91 and a touchdown. So it was more of that rushing attack that set up some, it went down to the wire. It was almost close. Even with those 4 interceptions, that defense kind of held that own. And in this one, I think the defense actually got better, probably because Nika Minori, a rookie, has been phenomenal in their back end. They got Julian Love. After that came, I'm going to assume, they added Quandre Diggs, a veteran in the back end. Even if he does not play, he's still in that DB room guiding the younger guys. So all those things are going to factor in this one. At home with, like I mentioned, the weather and the adversity that they're going to, already going to be familiar with for the Rams. They play indoors. The weather factor for them is not as prevalent. If it gets down to special team, Michael Dixon, Jason Myers literally won them the game against the Colts last week with 6 field goals. So if they had to rely on their kicker, one of the better ones. And that's where we are with it. If you look at the Los Angeles Rams actual wide receiver room, once that Davante Adams is out, Puka Nacua, he has a lot to deal with right now mentally, from his brother being arrested to the stream with those two, whatever you want to call them. But those guys, Tutu Atwell now steps up to be a number 2. Kanate Mumfield, Xavier Smith, Jordan Whittington, they're decent pieces, but are they really able to step up to a number 2, number 3 caliber going into the playoffs? We're going to have to see if they're going to be one of those teams that should look into Alan Lazard, because on the other side, for the Seahawks, they are built the way the Rams were, going back to that 2020 Super Bowl. You have your Demarcus Lawrence, you have your Leonard Williams on the interior, you have a Byron Murphy, a young guy, you have Maffrey and other guys on the other side that could kind of get to the pass rushers as well. You have a ton of guys in the back end. You look into the offensive line is playing their better ball right now. The running game is reliable, hopefully, and the running backs stay healthy. That's going to be a key factor for them. Sam Darnold, if you look into their season, the best game he played so far has been the loss against the Bucs, 341 yards. They lost by 3 points. The other 2 losses, 4-point loss in the beginning of the season, week 1 against the San Francisco 49ers in the division, 17-13. The only other loss after that, week 11 against the Rams. So they're going to want revenge in their mind. Also, after this week for the Seahawks, they go to Carolina and then they come down to the Bay. So they have a tougher schedule compared to the Rams. They're going to want this win. After that, we already know what Mike McDonald does on the road. So the revenge against San Francisco 49ers in the last week maybe kicks them out of the playoffs 2-1. Carolina, we're going to have to see what happens in their division. So that's going to play a factor as well. Rams, I think they have more of a leniency to kind of go back because if Seahawks win this and lose one of those next two, Rams can still go back, win the division, or get up as the number one seed. There is a lot to be played for here tonight. Um, and yeah, I think the lack of weapons that the Rams have, going back to the offense the Seahawks have right now from the 2020 Rams, you look into it. Odell was balling. You had Cooper Kupp who had a triple crown year, but you also had Robert Woods and other pieces littered across. And right now, if you look into it, Torrey Horton moved from a number 3 to a number 4 with the addition of Rashid Shaheed at the trade deadline. You have Cooper Kupp as a number 2. You have JSN, one of the best wide receivers, if not the best wide receiver of the season. Um, and then the back end, you have Witherspoon. You have, um, I was going to say Mitchell, but that's Eagles. But you have, I'm blanking out on his name, Devon Witherspoon. And you know who I'm talking about. I am blanking out. I am so sorry. But you have those two guys. Woolen, there we go. But you have those two guys, lengthy corners in the back end to go against a Puka Nacua physical wide receiver. You have a physical secondary to play against him. And yeah, I think relying on that running game, I think it's going to be a run game heavy with the weather factors in. Whoever could stop the run, play the run better, they're probably going to win out in this one. Matthew Stafford, like I mentioned, most of his career he's been a dome guy, whether it was Detroit days or now in LA. How is he going to handle the weather? He can make the game close, but last year, going back to the playoffs, it was a very close matchup in the snow. But Jalen Hurts, that arm, that leg, kind of won out. And they went out to the Super Bowl and won it. Rams, is that gonna, kind of come back and bite them? We're gonna have to see how that entails for them. If you guys are a numbers person like me, let me just drop this off at the very end. Passing offense, Rams have the second best, but like I mentioned, no Devontae Adams in this one. Eighth best rushing offense. So total offense, they're the second best. Defensively, 19th best passing off defense. That's what questioned me last time around. I did mention Kobe Durant, being their best corner. Cool. Forbes still leaves you with a lot more question. He played a phenomenal game last time out. How are they going to hold up in the back end? And then now you have the ninth best rushing defense and the 13th best ranked defense. We're going to have to see if they're going to be bent or not broken. On the other side for the Seahawks, 8th best passing offense, 22nd best running. They're going to need a running back next season. I think they're going to need a pass rusher, and they're going to need a running back to focus on going into next season. A dynamic running back that could, help change the game and take the pressure out of Sam Darnold. And then if you look into the pass defense, 7th best, 3rd best rush defense, 4th best overall defense. So it's a very big heavyweight type of matchup. I say Seattle takes this in a revenge for the division. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. Go like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Go catch up on Joe Fall. Go catch up on QuickTakez. And you already know Saturday Showdown coming down. So your boy will be back tomorrow, Saturday. Till then,